Taisha, a business coach with Be Empowered Career Consulting. Before doing anything else, get your mindset right. Express gratitude for your 9 to 5. A lot of folks don't have a job right now. Then carefully review your 9 to 5 contract for any stipulations that may interfere with freelance or side business work. Some jobs, believe it or not, has an NDA or a non-compete status or clause and may even prohibit outside employment. Check this before you do anything else. You gotta eat, sis. I don't want you to jeopardize your main gig. Before I started my side hustle, I ran it past my office's legal team. It had to go all the way up the flagpole because I wanted to ensure that I would not be breaking any company rules. I looked at the ethics prior to, but I submitted it anyhow because I wanted to make them aware of what I was doing and who my target audience was, and that there was no conflict of interest. Which brings me to the second thing. Make sure there are no conflicts of interest between your side hustle and your main hustle. Set up a time to meet with your boss and the human resources representative. I know this might sound crazy and counterintuitive, but it's not. I promise you want to ensure this is correct, and doing so with tact will be beneficial to you and your side hustle. You worked way too hard to jeopardize either one. Make sure there are no conflicts of interest, and let your reps at your company know this. You don't want to not contact your day job. Thirdly, adhere to workplace policies and procedures. It's increasingly common for employers to have a formal policy governing employees' side business activities. Some of the larger corporations and companies actually encourage their employees to pursue greater interests outside of their regular main hustle. And they think that doing so may make them more creative or better employees. It lets them create some things and blow off some of that steam they may have and stress that they may have on the regular main gig. So whatever your employer allows or does not allow, follow their policies to the T. You'll probably need to avoid the following. No, probably, you will need. Working on your side business while at work. That includes when you're on the clock, at home, unless it's otherwise permitted by your employer. Avoid using company resources such as a computer, hardware, or cloud accounts for your side business. That belongs to your employer. You can have your own, of course. I use Google Suite. Using company time to promote your side business. For instance, talking about your gig on client calls or poaching clients from employees from your employer. Big no-no. I've had people doing LMM. They're trying to sell me at work. No, you should be focusing on your main gig. You know? I personally work on my side business on my lunch break, on the weekends, before work, after work. I use my personal cell phone. I use my own, computer, and I get it done. A lot of the recordings, like you're seeing right now, I do that on the weekend. I batch my content and then release it. The fourth thing is make sure you organize your side gig. Okay? You want it to make sure it is entirely separate from your day job. So that's what I do when I batch my content. I set everything up outside of business hours. I have my own home office. I have a dedicated workspace that does not interfere with my main gig because I have a large office so I can separate the two, And I do not use my work-issued computer. I have my own. I have several computers in my house. That belongs to me personally and my family. iPads, cell phones. all of that stuff. My own personal software. Like I said, I use the Google Suite for business. I have different platforms that I utilize, ClickFunnels, a lot of things that'll help me run my business with automation, you know. Create a physical filing system for paperwork related to your side business. I have a safe where I have my LLC paperwork and my EIN number. Everything else is cloud-based. I have scanned it, but I do have that physical paperwork as well, which leads me to making sure you have digital files, separate from home, separate from work. Don't store that stuff on your work computer. Store it on your computer at home or your cell phone or anything like that. Beyond these steps, do whatever necessary that you feel necessary to make your side business as efficient as possible. Fifth step, get some structure and your finances right. You heard me. I'm talking about business though. Your side hustle, it may not be your primary source of income, but it is a legitimate economic enterprise. And you need to treat it like that, sis. Okay? Do the following when it comes to your side hustle. A formal business structure. I have one. I have an LLC. There are others out there. But me personally, that's what worked best for me. And you can also register an LLC with your Secretary of State's office. The costs vary depending on your state, but you get some liability protection when you have that LLC. So that's why I like it, you know. So, and that's what's beneficial to me. So you have to look at the different business structures to make sure what's beneficial to you and what is less risky. Now, I want to say I'm not an attorney, so I advise you to contact a business attorney in your area to discuss business structure. There are a lot of good attorneys out there, business attorneys out there that can help you. Separate your bank accounts and credit cards. Do not commingle funds. That's a bad no-no. Bad juju as well. And taxes come up, they think that stuff separate. Okay? I'm just telling you, you don't want none of that, okay? Keep that stuff away from your personal money. Do not commingle it. You can consider opening a business bank account, but you do need an EIN for that. You can get that from the government. Can talk more on that. You can see about opening any business credit cards, and you can connect that with your bank account, your business bank account. I also utilize QuickBooks for small businesses. That's what I use to keep track of what's coming in and what's going out of my side hustle. You want to make sure you're tracking that, or if you have an accountant or something like that, that's fine and dandy too. Another thing is you want to look at that budget, your business budget and your plan. Even if you don't see your side hustle as a true business, which it is certain to be more successful with a formal business plan. And if you need a business plan template, DM me. I have a free one just for you to get you started. It's the basics. You need some type of structure. Your business plan should include near, medium, and long-term goals, as well as an estimated budget with revenue and net income projections. This is real business. Treat it as such. Those tax obligations I was talking about, set up you an appointment with a certified public accountant or a tax expert, that specializes in small businesses and things of that nature, or side hustles. You want to make sure you get the right person for it. And there are some tax softwares out there. I wouldn't trust it when I'm dealing with my side hustle or small business. I want to get a professional. Not saying anything negative about those softwares, but I want to talk to a certified public accountant. I don't want to get in any trouble with the IRS. But if you do choose to go that way, you can estimate tax payments quarterly and things of that nature, so you don't get any type of penalties. Now, I'm not a certified CPA, so I advise you to contact a CPA in your area or a tax professional that you trust, someone who knows about small businesses, side hustles, and things of that nature. Now, I hope that this helps you, and I'll be dropping more jewels soon. Enjoy your day. Thank you. Bye-bye, y'all.